The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages we cover. This week we'll be starting off with Mike Falk in the town of Lima, county of Livingston. Mike, what's happening?
Hello, Chris. Thanks for having us again. This coming Tuesday, that would be August 2nd, the Lima Town Board will be having its regular meeting. There will be privileges of the floor for Be Well in Livingston, which Lima is starting up its participation in. And the town will also be considering the local law for the exemption on partial exemption for firefighters and ambulance workers from property taxes. The festival is just about upon us here. And as you're seeing this online, of course, it'll be a few days away. If you're reading it in the paper, it's already started. This year's Crossroads Festival is Thursday, August 3rd through Sunday, August 6th. The festival itself has 23 bands. I will be having the giant Bills helmet on Sunday, the mechanical Bills helmet. And of course, next in October, there will be a partial eclipse of the sun. And next April, a total eclipse of the sun. And for both events, you will need eclipse glasses. And where can you get them? You can get them from Livingston County Tourism, who will have a booth at the Crossroads Festival Saturday and Sunday over there on the church lawn. So those cool glasses, so you can look right at the sun, they are a must. And with that, I hope to see you all at the Crossroads Festival. And back to you, Chris.
All right, thanks, Mike. And I will read Rick's report since he was unable to make it live today. He is reporting on the village of Honeoye Falls. Here's what he says. This is Rick Milne, the mayor. The project to mill and repave Harry Allen Drive and the parking lot by the museum, as well as the village lot behind the First Presbyterian Church, has begun. Milling began on Friday, July 28th and July 31st, and August 1st will be the cleanup days, with repaving taking place August 2nd through 4th. During the daytime hours, there will be times when Harry Allen Drive is totally closed, as will Harry Allen Park and the playground at Harry Allen Park. This will be due to the equipment being used and for resident/child safety. Postings are in place. The village is working with an engineering company to review the physical status of the Hamilton Dam, better known as the Falls, in the village of Honeoye Falls. Some of the old dam cap, which was added to the top of the falls many years ago, has begun to deteriorate. This was added more so to aid the old milling sites and hold back water as a dam to help guide water and ensure flow of the old mill wheels. As you know, milling was a very large portion of our village's business history and its history in general. This review will include the engineering personnel physically engineering personnel physically getting into the creek at the dam/falls and fully inspect the area. Once that is completed, a report will be provided to the village for review and will support the village's efforts to seek funding to repair or recap as deemed necessary. This is a long-term project that is very important to have initiated to provide information to our local residents and to the village municipal team. Finally, the Honeoye Falls Mendon ambulance roof was replaced this week. Happily, the underlayment was generally in very good shape, so only a few sheets of plywood were needed to be replaced. The re-roofing is completed, and that building's roof should be good for years to come. All right. Excuse my flubbing up there. John, over to you in the town of Mendon. What's happening there?
I think that was your dog in the background, Chris.
Okay.
So in the town of Mendon, of course, we're still disappointed that the spray park isn't open. The sealer has been removed. The contractor has applied new sealer in a test area. We are waiting for the engineer to come and evaluate that area. Once that person shows up and evaluates it and says it's okay, then the contractor will seal the remaining portion of the spray park. 48 hours later, it can be opened. Hopefully that doesn't take too long, and we are putting as much pressure as possible on these folks to get these done so we can get it reopened. It actually took 2 weeks. The contractor had 4 people down there for 2 weeks to remove the old sealer. There were 3 coats put on. We had the manufacturer's rep of the sealer come down. He feels that there was some kind of a chemical reaction between the 2 types of sealer that were put on incorrectly without the town's knowledge. So we're just marching on, and hopefully we get some nice warm days. It's open sometime in August. We get some nice warm days and everybody gets a chance to enjoy it. Also, the town is in the process of receiving its first application for a short-term rental. The town recently passed a new law regarding short-term rentals where they are allowed within the business zone and the industrial zone within the town of Mendon. And I just want to remind everybody that the zoning for the town of Mendon does not include the village of Honeoye Falls. That application it went through the zoning board of appeals recently and is headed to the town board. I expect it to be on the agenda for August 14th. And that short-term rental is located in the hamlet of Mendon in the business zone where it's allowed. Lastly, I've had a few calls from folks regarding people wanting them to sign up with a certain energy company. Some of our neighboring communities have engaged a energy company to administer their energy that they receive in their homes. The town of Mendon has not done that. So if you are within the town of Mendon and anyone calls you and wants you to sign up for something, I would certainly suggest that you do your due diligence. That is a possibility, but I would suggest you do it through your energy provider to find out rather than getting a cold call from someone that may or may not be legitimate. And that's all I've got for today. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, John. Mike, anything more from you? Nothing from Mike. Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here today. Thank you all for listening. Remember, this program airs every Sunday at 1 o'clock. Just like our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you will be notified when the show starts running. That's it for this week. Oh, you could always read it in the paper if you can't watch it. So that's it for this week. We will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.